I do. Awesome. Yep. Hey, how's it going? Right back at Now on Denver 7 News at 11.
Coming back from Arizona, we live in Fort Collins. Just terrible to see such a terrible crash and all the traffic that it caused.
I-70 is back open after being closed for hours due to a crash that left a tanker engulfed in flames and one person dead. We're hearing from drivers who were stuck for hours. Plus, the legal counsel for former President Trump is accusing his former fixer of lying on the witness stand. Why his credibility is so crucial to this case.
It's phenomenal. I mean, I think the power of the public definitely helped out here. They saved the dog's life.
And a dog's life saved thanks to a call to Denver7 Investigates. We're checking in with him and his new owner. Thanks for joining us on Denver 7 News at 11. I'm Amy Wattis. I-70 is back open this morning after a crash that left one person dead and a car engulfed in flames. Now, this was the scene early this morning from Air Tracker 7. I-70 was closed for hours yesterday after an SUV crashed into the back of an overheated tanker.
2 hours from here roughly, so it's been a long morning.
It was stop and go. We had people directing traffic at one point. It was so bad.
The driver of that SUV died and the driver of the tanker was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. This morning, we still don't know why the SUV was driving on the shoulder. Right now, CDOT is concerned about the culvert that runs underneath the interstate and carries water. The city of Lakewood told us they are monitoring Bear Creek Lake for signs of fuel spillage, but haven't seen anything yet. The road will also not need to be repaved. The body of a Colorado Springs man who was trying to summit Long's Peak has been recovered. 23-year-old Lucas McCaj was reported missing late Sunday night, and crews were searching for him since then. His body was found yesterday on Mills Glacier near the base. Initial investigations show he suffered a significant fall. The Boulder County Coroner's Office will release his cause of death following an autopsy. The alleged ringleader of the teens accused of starting a deadly house fire in Green Valley Ranch is set to be arraigned today. Kevin Buey pleaded not guilty to murder and arson charges. 5 members of the Dial family died in the 2020 fire. Now, Buey also faces charges tied to distributing pills with suspected fentanyl in jail. 2 other teenagers were also accused of setting that fire. Gavin Seymour pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Dylan Siebert pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. A man accused of killing 2 men on I-25 will also be back in court today. Stephen Long's family says he acted in self-defense when he shot Damon and Blake Lucas during an alleged road rage incident last summer. Prosecutors already dropped 1 murder charge against Long. Now his family is urging them to drop the second.
I'm not asking for any special favors, special treatment, or anything like that. Just do the right thing.
In a statement to Denver7, Lucas and Damon's mother said, "Long took half of my world from me, my best friends." She went on to say she wants him to go to jail. New numbers this morning. Pro-Palestinian demonstrations at Denver's Auraria campus have cost about $290,000. Leaders say expenses include replacing grass on Tivoli Quad, officer support, and canceled events. 80 people have been arrested so far. Only 16 are students, 3 are faculty or staff members.
Beautiful weather for the Front Range today, but you can tell it feels like summer out there with afternoon highs are going to be in the 80s today with these beautiful clear skies overhead as we look from our city park camera. Also Winter Park looking good, partly cloudy skies at this point. A beautiful day in store all across the state. Temperatures in the 80s as we get through the afternoon. Lots of sunshine on the way. We're not expecting any scattered afternoon thunderstorms, so it'll be dry. 85 degrees will be our high here in Denver, and we'll have 80s here for the Front Range. 70s toward Castle Rock and Parker. Upper 80s up towards Sterling, and temperatures in the 60s near Estes Park. Our satellite radar picture is as quiet as can be for today, so plenty of sun for the afternoon. Now tomorrow we'll be in the mid 70s and we have a chance for a few afternoon thunderstorms, but over the weekend temperatures will drop into the mid 70s here on Sunday, and we'll have partly cloudy skies. Coming up, we'll talk more about this weekend forecast and what you can expect coming up.
All right, Stacey, thank you. And now to the criminal trial of former President Donald Trump. The defense grilling Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, for a second day, accusing him of lying on the witness stand. ABC's Aaron Katursky has the latest.
2 weeks before the 2016 election, Michael Cohen said he called Donald Trump's bodyguard, Keith Schiller, to get Trump on the phone. Cohen testified he wanted to discuss the Stormy Daniels matter and the resolution of it. Defense attorney Todd Blanche, his voice rising, said that was a lie. The defense showed these text messages suggesting a different reason for the call. Cohen asking Schiller, "Who can I speak to regarding harassing calls to my cell and office?" Schiller responding, "Call me." That was a lie. You did not talk to President Trump that night, Blanche said, animated. You can admit it. Blanche punctuated each word. That was a lie. Cohen met Blanche's indignation with composure. "No, sir, I can't. I am not certain that is accurate." The defense showed the call lasted 1 minute, 36 seconds, but Cohen insisted, "I believe I was telling the truth." Cohen's credibility matters because he's the only witness who directly ties Trump to the alleged scheme to falsify business records to hide the hush payment to Daniels from voters. Trump's ex-fixer pleaded guilty and served time for his role in the hush money and other crimes. The defense wanted the jury to hear Cohen gloat about Trump's indictment.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. And you better believe I want this man to go down and rot inside for what he did to me and my family.
Trump has been coming to court with a daily entourage of congressional Republicans, and prosecutors complain some of them have walked in during testimony with their security detail for the jury and the witnesses to see. The judge said that shouldn't happen, but Trump's attorney said, "I have less than zero control over what is happening." Trump is still deciding whether he will testify in his own defense, but the judge told both sides be prepared to deliver closing arguments early next week. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Meanwhile, President Biden is working to regain his support among black voters. He's taking part in a string of events to commemorate civil rights milestones. It comes as polls show black voters are increasingly frustrated by what they regard as inaction on their top priorities. A survey of battleground states found Trump winning more than 20% of black voters, which would be a historic high if translated to actual votes in November. Vice President Kamala Harris will debate a yet-to-be-determined opponent. Now, it will air on CBS either on July 23rd or August 13th. CBS News also sent an invitation to the Trump campaign, but they did not publicly accept yet. Trump has not picked a running mate this time around. In an interview, he says there was a pretty good chance he would announce them before the GOP convention. It starts on July 15th in Milwaukee. And independent presidential candidate Robert Kennedy Jr. will be in Colorado this weekend. He will be at a private reception and fundraiser in Castle Rock. Tickets start at $1,000. He will hold a rally at Stanley Marketplace in Aurora on Sunday at 3. That event is free, but you should register beforehand. Tens of thousands of runners will crowd Colfax this weekend for the Colfax Marathon. Coming up, we're telling you everything you need to know if you want to race on or cheer on your friends. Now to the latest on pro golfer Scottie Scheffler. The world's top golfer now facing several charges, including a felony after police say he drove around a deadly crash scene on the way to the PGA tournament. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the details.
This is the moment Scottie Scheffler, world #1 golfer and Masters champion, was led away in handcuffs ahead of the PGA Championship. Traffic backed up for about a mile on the road leading up to the Valhalla Golf Club in Louisville. Dozens of police officers at the entrance. When an officer told Scheffler to stop his vehicle, the golfer continued, according to ESPN's Jeff Darlington, who witnessed the incident.
Scottie Scheffler trying to enter the gates of Valhalla Golf Club, doing so by trying to take a median into the golf club against the instruction of a police officer. ended up apprehended, arrested by the police officer, put in the back of a squad car.
Scheffler, who was set to start the second round at 8:48 this morning, is charged with second-degree assault on a police officer, third-degree criminal mischief, and disregarding signals from officers directing traffic. Scheffler's attorney calling the arrest a big misunderstanding, telling the AP, "We will litigate this case as it goes." Scheffler, who's coming off of 4 victories in his past 5 tournaments, including his second Masters title, released shortly after his arrest and managed to tee off at the PGA Championship this morning. Now, in a statement, Scottie Scheffler calling the situation, quote, very chaotic. He adds, "I never intended to disregard any of the instructions." Scheffler says he's hoping to put this to the side and focus on golf today. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
The Nuggets had a chance to close out the Timberwolves last night, but didn't even come close. A 45-point loss by far their worst of the season, and now they'll have to get it together for Game 7, which unfortunately will be at fortunately I should say will be at Ball Arena on their home court. The Nuggets managed just 30% shooting from the field and 19% from three-point range. Nikola Jokic had a modest 22 points by his standards, and Jamal Murray struggled again. He was held to 10. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves had highlight after highlight, and their star, Anthony Edwards, was flashing 7 fingers to the crowd. Final score 115-70, and you could hear the disappointment after the game.
You know, we were down 0-2 in the series, and we won 3 games straight. We knew that they're going to respond eventually, and they did tonight. And we didn't hit back. We didn't do anything about it. It's kind of simple as that. So, you know, it's nice that we'll get to regroup, and at least we've given ourselves a chance to win the game on Sunday.
Well, Game 7 is Sunday, but the tip-off time has not been announced. And taking a live look at Ball Arena, the Avs have to force a Game 7 to stay in the playoffs. The Dallas Stars lead the series 3-2. The Avs are feeling confident coming back home.
We believe that we have the team and we got the guys in the room to get the job done every single night. So it goes back to belief. We believe we can win every night, and then our confidence doesn't have to sway too much.
Whether you have tickets to the game or not, you are invited to celebrate the Avs at Larimer Square in Denver tonight.
We'll have live music from a DJ, our in-arena host Donovan, and we'll have plenty of fun, lots of giveaways for fans, including autographed items, prize packs, t-shirts, and of course, our grand prize for the evening. Ahead of every single Avalanche playoff game, we will be giving away a pair of tickets to that game.
The puck drop party starts at 6 o'clock at Larimer Square. Then 1 hour before the game, Bernie will lead fans on a march down Spear Boulevard to Ball Arena. There will be more activities there, including a live DJ, beer garden, and fan activities. Both events are free. And if you're looking for some fun things this weekend, here's your Denver7 things to do. Enjoy food, music, and games at the Sun Valley Viaduct Night Market. Sun Valley is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in Denver and is home to chefs and entrepreneurs from around the world. That's tomorrow starting at 4 p.m. at the south end of Empower Field under the Colfax Viaduct. And if you are looking for a laugh, head up to Bass Blue Theater in Fort Collins for Comedy Brewers. This collaborative team of performers is changing the way we experience improvisational theater. It's all going down this Sunday, and you can get tickets at bassblue.org/comedybrewers. And 25,000 runners are taking over the Mile High City this weekend for the Colfax Marathon. The race weekend features a 5K, 10-miler, half marathon, and even the full marathon. Denver7's Adria Arahita has more on everything you need to know about this weekend.
Nearly 25,000 runners are taking to the streets of the Mile High City for Denver's Colfax Marathon. All the fun kicks off right here at beautiful City Park. This is also where the race ends. Now, there are 8 races in 2 days. Race directors say this is their largest year in its 18-year history. They're seeing nearly 4,000 more runners than they did last year. And y'all, it's going to be one big running party. There are over 33 entertainment acts through the course of the race. 25 of those being live music. Now, this is the only race that goes through a fire station, and the half marathon is one of the only races in the country that runs through a zoo. This year's runners will get a first look at the new Down Under and Flamingo exhibit at the Denver Zoo. Now, this is a tried and true Denver tradition and one that is so special to the city to be hosting for its 18th year.
It's electric. If you are a runner, you feel like you're with your people. If you're not a runner, you get the bug because it's just so contagious. It's so fun, and you just feel the energy with all the runners. So it's just magical. It's one of my favorite times of year every single year.
Now, if you're watching this and you think you're maybe missing out, well, it's not too late. While the half marathon and the urban 10-miler are sold out, there is still lots of room in the other races, so sign up while you can. And if you are running this weekend, you can pick up your packet at the expo that's happening at Empower Field today and tomorrow. Reporting at City Park, Adria Arajita, Denver 7.
So much fun for all those runners and spectators. And you are taking a live look at Civic Center Park, which is on the marathon's route, and things are looking nice and sunny for us right now, but runners tomorrow could face some severe weather. Stacey Donaldson is here. And Stacey, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we have a chance for a few scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, but on Sunday, beautiful weather on the way for the marathon. 62 degrees at 9 a.m., 77 degrees by noon as we warm things up. Sunny skies here across the Front Range now, and that'll be the case through the rest of the day. Looking ahead, though, we're going to experience our warmest day of the year so far with highs in the mid 80s today. 70s for afternoon highs tomorrow with a few scattered storms on Saturday, but we should clear things out by the time we get to Sunday as well. 85 degrees our high today. Warm, dry weather on the way, well above average for this time of year, which would be in the low 70s. 85 here in Denver, 85 in Fort Morgan, and 87 for Sterling, with 60s up toward Estes Park and Allens Park. And at this point, we're in the mid to upper 70s. Feels pretty warm out there. Our winds out of the west at 9 miles an hour and our humidity at 23%. So we mostly have 70s here for northeastern Colorado, already 80 in Burlington with 50s and 60s for the higher elevations. Our satellite radar picture is as dry as can be here across Colorado, and that'll be the case in through the rest of the afternoon and evening with these nice warm temperatures. A little breeze into the rest of the afternoon, and then tonight we'll have temperatures in the 70s all the way through 9 o'clock. So it'll be a nice mild evening here. We'll have 60s toward midnight, and for our overnight lows, 40s to around 50 degrees for those lows, with 30s and 40s off to the west. So as you head out the door tomorrow morning, temperatures in the 50s and 60s early on, and then we do have a chance for a few isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. We're not expecting a washout, but our high will be 75 degrees, so it will be a little cooler here for the northeastern part of the state. We'll have 80s out toward Montrose and Grand Junction, 77 in Durango, and 73 for Pagosa Springs. So temperatures in the mid 80s for tomorrow, or mid 80s today, 70s for tomorrow with a few isolated thunderstorms, 80 on Sunday, and then 75 Monday afternoon. We have another cold front coming through that will drop us to 60 degrees on Tuesday. Storms likely that day, but then we're back into the low to mid 70s Wednesday and Thursday, which is actually close to average for this time of year.
Feeling like summer. Thanks, Stacey. A Denver Sheriff's Office canine is saved thanks to a call from a concerned viewer. Now, Denver7 Investigates has learned that dog named Riggs has a new home. An anonymous caller told us the 18-month-old Belgian Malinois was scheduled to be put down within days. Now, Riggs has a new owner, Clover, an Army veteran and training expert who has given him a new lease on life. Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski.
It's phenomenal. I mean, I think the power of the public definitely helped out here. They saved the dog's life. Whoever made the call definitely played a pivotal role in keeping this dog alive. Yes, a good boy. So I was in the process of looking for another dog, and now I think I found him.
A happy ending.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Look at that. He has no idea.
He doesn't. It's been one of those, it's been a journey for us where at first he was a little nervous of me, but now I get him out of the kennel every morning, we go for a jog, and we're good to go.
My point here is he has no idea. If we didn't get that call from somebody that said this wasn't right, he might not be here today.
That's correct.
It's kind of a good thing that he has no idea, right?
Definitely.
That's so nice to hear that Riggs has a happy ending to his story. And Clover tells us Riggs will be trained to use his skills for obedience competitions. If you want to follow along in their journey, he started an Instagram, and you can follow them at @K9Riggs_and_me.
I'm John Matarese. It's almost Memorial Day weekend. I'll show you some of the best deals and discounts you can find starting now. That story coming up.
Memorial Day is right around the corner and many highly anticipated sales have already launched. Here's Scripps consumer reporter John Matarese.
From grills and outdoor equipment to furniture and mattresses, Memorial Day is a great time to find discounts and save big. Hey there, how's it going?
Salesman Tony Green is getting ready for a big week of holiday sales.
It is Memorial Day. It's going to be fun.
His hardware store has grills and outdoor gear as much as 50% off. Julie Ramhold, a consumer analyst for Deal News, walked us through other discounts she expects to see this Memorial Day, including major appliances for up to 40% off.
Some home improvement stores may take more. I've seen Home Depot take up to 53% off in the past.
Also seeing big sales, furniture. Carol Smith is finding some great prices on pieces for a home office.
I'm looking for a credenza to use for file storage in my study.
For mattress deals, Ramhold says it comes down to where you shop.
If you're looking at online mattress places, it's very common to see things like 20 to 25% off at Casper or Purple.
In person, she says mattress discounts vary.
Up to 50% off, or save $600 on particular brands or something like that.
Other categories that dominate Memorial Day, spring clothing, which can also be worn in the summer, and certain electronics like TV deals. But you don't have to give in to the best prices of the season pitch just yet. Ramhold says there will be more opportunities to save.
4th of July will bring some more electronics deals for sure, and even back to school season.
Plus, Amazon's Prime Day event returns in July, the date's yet to be announced. So if you need something for the home,
thanks so much.
Tony and other retailers are ready with great deals so you don't waste your money. I'm John Meadows.
A soccer game in Philly got interrupted this week after this raccoon got loose and ran onto the field. Look at him go. Now the game between the Philadelphia Union and New York City Football Club had to be delayed by 2.5 minutes as staff chased it around the field, and one person was finally able to trap it in a trash can. Well, thankfully, staff safely escorted it off the field and the game was able to continue. Unfortunately for the Philly fans, New York went on to prevail 2-1. That's a distraction. I mean, how funny though to be sitting there in the stands and watch a raccoon just dart across the field.
He's pretty fast too.
He is fast.
I mean, kind of hard to catch him, but sounds like he got out of there safe and sound.
He got out of there safely.
Well, we have some great looking weather coming our way for the weekend and even today. This will be our warmest day of the year so far. 85 degrees for a high. It'll be warm and dry, and then 75 Saturday. A few isolated thunderstorms, but really a nice weekend overall, especially if you're going to be planting some new flowers this weekend. 80 degrees on Sunday, mostly sunny skies. Perfect weather for the Colfax Marathon. And then we'll have temperatures in the mid 70s Monday. Another cold front with showers on Tuesday. 60 degrees will be our high, but we're back in the low to mid 70s Wednesday and Thursday with mostly sunny conditions and overnight lows in the 40s. So enjoy the weather today. Boy, it is nice and mild out there now.
Oh, I plan on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Stacy. You get out there too. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Mile High Living is up next, and coming up this afternoon, head over to our sister station for Denver 7 News on Local 3 at 1 o'clock. It's Channel 3 on most cable and satellite services. Have a great day, everyone, and happy Friday.
I do. Thank you.
The following contains paid segments. The information and opinions expressed in those identified segments are solely those of the featured advertiser and are not endorsed or supported by Denver7.
Welcome to Mile High Living. I'm Sam Boyd. Thanks for joining us today. I know a lot of our viewers have taken the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge to shrink under eye bags and wrinkles. And if you haven't gotten to try it yet, Annette Figueroa is back to tell us all about the new Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Annette, so great to have you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And I'm always so happy to talk about Plexiderm because I use it and it works. It's amazing. Seeing is believing, and we know that. So that's why Plexiderm came up with the 10-minute challenge, 6-day, 6-application trial pack for $14.95, free shipping, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how much we believe in our product, and you will too once you see it with your own eyes, literally.
Yes, absolutely. Now, you brought some incredible untouched videos to show us. Now, are people just calling all day and night to ask if these are for real?
They are literally every single day, but I also get stopped because I travel a lot and people pull me over. Come on, Annette, tell us about Plexiderm. Does it really work? It really works. I always tell everybody, take a before and after picture and watch it happen. This is Georgine. She is one that wanted to give it a try. We applied it to her fine lines and wrinkles, smoothed out her skin, giving you a refreshed, more youthful, and well-slept look. I don't know the last time I got in 8 hours of sleep, but thank God for Plexiderm because it makes me look like I did.
Yeah, absolutely. When did any of us get 8 hours of sleep recently?
True.
Well, let's also go through a few more of the pictures. Is it true that it only takes 10 minutes and really there's no doctor visits?
No doctor's visits, and I'm too wimpy for those injections. And with Plexiderm, it's a simple serum you do in the convenience and privacy of your own home. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin. And the beauty of it is without injections, without prescription, and very little effort, lasts up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet, and works incredible with water-based cosmetics.
Wonderful. Now, both men and women are using Plexiderm. So is this the same formula?
It is the same formula, and men love it. Let's face it, they want to look good and feel good too. It goes on completely natural, no residue. My dad loves this product. My husband loves this product. My husband's in front of the camera. And you know, when you're up close and personal, and because it literally visibly reduces those under eye bags and fine lines and wrinkles, it's a confidence booster. When you look good, you feel good.
Yeah, and have there been any studies on Plexiderm?
So we had 2 studies, one on the effectiveness and one on how long it lasted. They saw an 80% reduction around the eye area, the top reason why people use Plexiderm. A 74% reduction around the mouth area and an 85% reduction around the forehead area. That's another area that I use it and it works amazing, my deep set forehead lines.
Wonderful. Now, at the end of the day, how do you remove Plexiderm?
Yes, well, it's easy to put on, easy to take off. This is Laura. She's one of my favorites. She looks like her younger sister here. And I did forget to mention how long it lasted. It lasts up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet. So stay out of the rain, don't jump in a pool, and you're good to go. But take advantage of our special, because if you didn't want to go full in on a bottle or you haven't tried it, now is the time, because it's $14.95, 6 days. So if you have a special occasion or you want to use it for the full 6 days, you're good to go.
Such a great offer for our viewers. Annette, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
And try Plexiderm today. Get their Memorial Day special. Call 800-965-0633 right now and try Plexiderm for only $14.95. You can also go online and order at plexidermtrial.com, but act fast and you'll also get free shipping with your order. Health Solutions Marketing paid for today's segment. Are you making plans to hit the road this summer? Lifestyle contributor Lemore Suss shares some road trip essentials to keep the whole family happy and comfortable on the go. Hi, Lemore.
Hi, yeah, it's so good to see you. And, you know, it's National Road Trip Day on Saturday, so I've got you guys covered with some things for the kids and then wellness essentials as well.
Fantastic. All right, how do we make road tripping easier with the kids?
Yeah, you know, my #1 tip for hitting the road with the kiddos is you want to make sure that you don't leave home without the essentials to keep them entertained. So right here I have the Crayola Color Wonder, which is the perfect solution for mess-free fun on the go. Now, the Magic Reveal markers only show up on specially formulated Color Wonder paper, so parents can travel with ease. The coloring pages and markers folder-style packaging is a convenient storage solution. And then the mini box sets are perfect for on-the-go creativity, available in characters kids love, like Princess and the all-new Bluey, which my kids are obsessed with. And over here, I actually have the Color and Erase reusable activity pads, which are now available with more character options like Paw Patrol and Trolls. They even come with 100 reusable stickers, so kids can color, erase, color again for endless creative play, and they're available at retailers nationwide.
So awesome. All right, now that we've got the kids covered, let's talk about wellness essentials. And what do you have to help us stay fresh while we're traveling all over these warmer months?
Yeah, you know, no matter where you're going this summer, you want to make sure you're confident that your deodorant is doing its job. So here I have the Secret Whole Body Deodorant Collection in the peach and vanilla blossom scent. So you can actually use it all over the body, from your underarms to your feet, keeping you smelling and feeling great all summer long. There's a spray, a stick, and a cream, all of which are aluminum-free and provide 72 hours of clinically proven odor protection, and you can get it at mass retailers nationwide.
Now, what's a beauty essential that you never leave behind when you're traveling?
All right, so I love this product over here. This is the Garnier Waterproof Micellar Cleansing Water. It's one of my favorite products. I use it every single day. And what I love is that it actually has the convenience of a travel size, so I can have it when I'm on the go. It fits perfectly in a weekend bag or a suitcase. It's TSA approved, making it for hassle-free for any trip. Now, it's a powerful yet gentle all-in-one cleanser that removes even waterproof makeup without any harsh rubbing. So I use it with the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Eco Pads. So you just press the pad onto your skin for a few seconds, activating micelles to lift away makeup and impurities. Then you wipe away. You can either wash these by hand or you toss them in the laundry when you get home. They're durable for up to 1,000 washes, and you can find both at retailers nationwide or visit GarnierUSA.com.
Now, it seems like summer and bugs kind of always go together. So how can we protect ourselves and our family from those pesky bugs while we're on the go?
Yeah, you know, I love summertime, but the bugs I could do without. But bugs are an inevitable part of summer, right? And we can stay protected, prepared, and comfortable with the Zevo On-Body Mosquito and Tick Repellent. Now, it's made to give 8 hours of protection with its odorless and non-sticky formula. It's a must-have for all of your road trip prep and any outdoor activities you have going on this summer. It's available in aerosol, pump spray, or lotion forms, so you can get feel-good protection for the whole family. And you can find Zevo On-Body Mosquito and Tick Repellents at major retailers nationwide.
Perfect road trip essentials. Thank you, Lemore.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
And for more information on these products and more, visit LemoreTV.com and follow her on Instagram at Lemore Suss. The companies listed on the screen paid for today's segment. Stay with us.
Yes. Yep. Actually, I can leave it over here. I don't need to hold it longer.
See, Lori, I would love for you to sit a little bit closer to me, just because we're coming to you for the very first question.
Hey, I'm gonna wing it.
Oh no, you got this. You've been doing this forever. I'm just gonna. Perfect. Yep. Cords look good. Awesome. Okay.
How's the hair?
Beautiful.
I did one yesterday in the wind. So.
Oh, that never works out, right? Because it's just all going.
The Honor Bell Foundation is a Colorado-based nonprofit dedicated to honoring the selfless service of those in the military who have served our nation. And during the month of May, we recognize the importance of Military Appreciation Month. So Lori and Larry join me now to share more. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's very exciting to be here.
Well, Lori, tell us more about the history of the Honor Bell Foundation and how this all came to be.
So in 2014, our founder, Lou Oliveira, and another group of veterans went to a service and there was no honors for the veteran. And being a veteran, he's like, we're not gonna let this happen. And so they came together, collaborated, created the concept of the bell. So the bell is, it's beautiful, it's big. That was 2014, and it was in 2016 that it was finally forged at the Verdun company. And then they came from there and, drove it to Colorado. And we did our first tolling on Memorial Day of 2016. What people don't know, it's a beautiful bronze bell. It took them a while to make because it tolls in the morning tone of A. It weighs over 1,000 pounds with the little ding, you call it a dinger, right, Larry?
Clanger.
So it weighs over 1,000 pounds, but one of the really significant things that we did was, if you get really close to it, you can see these little black specks because there's artifacts of 12 Colorado soldiers in it. And they go from World War II to Afghanistan, and everything from just a private to a Medal of Honor recipient are in the bell.
Wow.
So it makes it, that's our tagline is Forged from Honor. That's where the Forged from Honor comes from.
Really incredible. Tell us more about your mission and what you provide here in our local community.
Yeah, so our mission is to make sure that we have no veteran that doesn't have services, doesn't have honors. So we work very, very hard at making sure that any internment that we can do, we do. They are primarily right now, we focus on Fort Logan National Cemetery. And then we do take the bell down to Pikes Peak National Cemetery 2 days a month, where Larry is there most of the time. And then, so our mission is to make sure that all of our veterans are honored. And we do this because of our founders and because we don't want to leave a veteran behind. We want to honor them for the services that they've given our country.
Yeah, well, we do have some really incredible video to show of some of the bell tolling ceremonies. And so Larry, while we watch this, tell us more about the significance of the bell tolling ceremony.
Sure, Sam. It's our honor to be there to offer the last salute to the veteran as they're interred. And we do 7 tolls, 7 tolls of the bell. And they're very significant in that it starts with, basically this represents the cycle of a veteran's life, this constellation of stars. So it starts when they do the oath to serve, camaraderie in service, patriotism for country. 3 values very important to the veteran and the country: respect, dignity, and honor. And then the final toll we do, the raised gold star, is the value of the veteran's life. And then we offer the final salute to the veteran before they're interred. It's quite an honor.
Yeah. Can you explain the role of the bell guard?
Well, the bell guard, you have the bell major, he's doing the timing of the tolling. You have the balladeer, that's doing the actual pull of the rope to do the toll. And then we have a bell guard, sometimes we have multiple bell guards, and they're there to protect the bell. They make sure that nobody touches it without a glove, make sure that nobody tolls it without being, properly done. Only veterans can toll it, and we can only toll it for veterans. So we always ask that if anyone is a veteran to come out and toll the bell and feel it for yourself.
Well, we have just less than 30 seconds, so very quickly, how can people support what you do?
So we do take donations. We do this at no cost to the families. Since Memorial Day of 2016, we've tolled over 6,700 times. So if you go to our website, honorbell.org, there's a donation button there. We're also in a capital campaign project to have the second bell in the nation. So, and that will be in our Pikes Peak region.
Thank you to both of you for being here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you,
Yes,
Sam.
and to learn more about the Honor Bell Foundation, including their programs, veteran outreach, and upcoming events, or to make a donation, visit honorbell.org. Stay with us. For anyone that has a pet, we know just how much they can fill our hearts and homes with love and companionship. But sadly, there are so many animals waiting for their forever homes in shelters across the metro. So let's help out the Denver Animal Shelter. Overcrowding, it can really be an issue at multiple, levels. But why would a day like today, Adopt a Shelter Pet Day, really help to reduce all of that?
It really just promotes the day, promotes pet adoption. At Denver Animal Shelter, we consistently see higher numbers of animals that we bring in every year. Last year, we saw a 30% increase in the animals that came into the shelter over the pre-pandemic years of 2019. That was almost 9,000 animals that we saw last year. And then the number of people surrendering their animals, that was 92% increase over 2019.
Oh my goodness.
So a big, big need.
Yes, absolutely. Now, are there issues with stray animals that you're seeing among dogs and cats here in our metro?
We're going to be seeing kitten. We're in kitten season right now.
Okay.
So, but we haven't seen the kitten litters coming in yet, but they will be coming, and that poses an additional stress on the shelter because the kittens are so fragile and they're more susceptible to illness. So that requires a lot more care on the part of our shelter staff.
Yeah, of course. Well, you brought a very sweet and look very calm, very good pup with you. Who is this and what's their story?
This is Honey Bear.
Yes.
She's an old gal. She's 8 years old. They have her listed as a Rottie mix, but we think she's more of a Shepherd mix.
Okay.
Her owner passed away last month, and that's how she came to Denver Animal Shelter. She was in a foster home for a couple of weeks, and they absolutely adored her. They said that she's polite, she's friendly with everyone, she loves to walk, her tail starts wagging the minute she sees the leash, and of course they said she loves the couch. As you can see, she's
yes, she definitely hit her comfort zone as soon as she hopped up on the couch and just kind of laid down. And she's been super friendly the entire time that she's been here at the studio. We really hope to find her a home. Now tell us, do you have any adoption specials that are running?
We have Mile High Mutts. And that one is any dog over 6 months of age is $52.80 or $52.80, kind of an homage to the elevation of Denver,
Right.
5,280 feet.
Yes, and on Mile High Living, we've got to support those Mile High Mutts, right?
Yes.
Now, walk us through the basic process. If someone is interested in adopting, whether it's a dog or a cat of any age, what should they do?
We recommend that you go onto our website first and check out the Adoptable page. And there you can see all the animals that are up for adoption. Pick out 1 or 2 and then come to the shelter and have a visit with them and see if you guys mesh. And the cats, you can come in and actually see the cats. We don't allow self-tours of the dog areas anymore because it just got them agitated and stressed them out, didn't present them in the best light. So this way you come in and you know, yes, I want to see Honey Bear. And then it might be love at first sight.
Yeah, got it. So you make a really good point. You're not just wandering around and looking at the animals. Are you sort of making an appointment for a certain time to come and see them? Is that what you're kind of doing?
They don't have appointments
okay.
At this point. You come in and you take a number.
Oh, I see.
And so then you just kind of wait for your turn. And the lines move pretty quick.
Yeah, very good. And just remind folks where the animal shelter is located and maybe what steps that they should take just to get overall new information that maybe they weren't aware of before.
The Denver Animal Shelter is at 1241 West Bayard. It's kind of off of Alameda and I-25 in that area. Yeah, just come in, take a number, and then our adoption counselors will help you out. They'll pair you up with the perfect pet for you. If you are active, you want a dog to go with you on your runs or your hikes.
Yeah.
Or if you prefer one that's more of a couch potato that really doesn't really want to venture outside too much.
Get that forever family member. Well, Tammy, thank you so much, and we hope to find you a good home where you can hang out on the couch. You can check out Denver Animal Shelter's website today to view all of the pets available for adoption. And remember that during the month of May, celebrate all the Mile High Mutts at the shelter with a reduced adoption fee of only $52.80 for dogs over 6 months old. For more, visit denveranimalshelter.org. You're probably familiar with the saying, it takes a village when it comes to raising a child. Well, one local nonprofit aims to be part of that village, getting essential supplies to those in need. Take a look at WeCycle. Morgan, start us off with just more about your mission at WeCycle.
WeCycle's mission is to serve infants and toddlers in Colorado with essential baby gear and supplies. So basically anything and everything baby, from diapers and wipes to cribs and car seats and strollers and all the things in between.
I love that. And you guys have kind of coined this fun term, WeCycling. How long have you guys been doing WeCycling?
We have been WeCycling for 16 years now, and we are going strong with that.
Love that. Now, Lindsay, you have been really hard at work throughout our community to really give to those that are in need. Tell us about some of your successes and highlights in 2023.
2023 was our biggest year to date. We served over 111,000 kids with 6.1 million diapers, 582,000 meals of formula and baby food, and 583,000 essential gear items.
Wow, that is impressive. And a lot of volunteer work probably went into that as well, right?
So much volunteer work. We cannot continue to keep up with our programming and the influx of need that we see in our community without volunteers. They're just essential. Last year we engaged 745 volunteers that logged 336 100 hours. This year, with the way that our programming has been growing, we're going to need even more folks to show up and support WeCycle.
Right. And Lindsay, can you talk to the volunteer piece a little bit more, kind of some of the activities that people can partake in when they decide to volunteer?
Yeah, so we need volunteers at our warehouse to help process the gear that's donated. And then we also need volunteers out at our mobile markets, and that's where you're directly serving families. It's a really great way to engage with the community and see where the resources WeCycle provides families are going.
Awesome. And also, are there other ways that people can help support you outside of just volunteering?
Yeah, financial donations are huge. So you can go to wecycle.org/donate and provide a financial contribution.
Thank you so much for being here and telling us about this. And I can speak from experience. A number of times I've volunteered with WeCycle. They are a wonderful organization to help out. And if you'd like to learn more about receiving assistance through WeCycle's Baby Essentials program, or if you have baby gear that you'd like to donate, you can find out all of those details on their website at wecycle.org. That's a wrap for us today. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weather. We'll see you right back here on Monday.
The preceding program contained paid segments. The information and opinions expressed in those identified segments are solely those of the featured advertiser and are not endorsed or supported by this station.